Hey man, say man, it's your boy Ink in the Brain, man. We back at like a bad habit. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Salute to the new subscribers. I got another episode of my prison experience to share with y'all today, man. It's been a while since I touched on this topic, you know. But I was thinking, man, today is my second year out. You feel me? Today, February 13th, 2020 or 2022. That's when I got released from prison. So I was just reflecting on it today when I woke up. I was like, damn, I've been out for 2 years now, and the 2 years flew by quick, right? And I was just thinking, I'm like, man, I'm never going back to that joint. Real talk, like, unless something unforeseen happens to where, you know, I don't even want to speak on that, but, you know, sometimes life can throw some things at you that you can't control, and it is what it is. But outside of something like that, I'm never going back to the joint. But several others do, and I don't think I touched on this guy before on my video, but I'm just gonna share a little prison story with y'all today about, you know, when I was doing time on a 2-yard, I came across this guy who was affiliated with La M, you know, which is the Mexican Mafia, and interesting dude. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it, man. So again, I'm on the 2-yard this time, right? My time is winding down. I'm on like my last like 8 months, and you know, I'm in the groove, man. I got my routine down. Everything's sweet. You feel me? I'm talking about like this 2-yard. It was drama here and there, but for the most part, it was sweet. You feel me? I had my store every week coming in faithfully, tablet popping, hella music on my tablet, TV, working out every day. I'm in my groove for real at this point, right? When I hit the 2-yard, you know, coming from the 3 and all that, it's like a lot more politics, a lot more heavy tension in the air, things like that. It's a different environment once you hit to a 2-yard, which is minimum custody, right? So boom. So I'm at Apache unit. They put me in. I think I was in building 4 at this time, and no. I was in building. They moved me to building. I think I was in building 3 at this time. Matter of fact, they moved me a couple times. But anyway, so there's this dude behind me, in the cell behind me, and you know, real young looking Mexican cat. You know, clean cut dude. I could tell he's you know, he's done some time because he's just in his mannerisms and how he moves. You know, always cleaning up his cell and stuff like that, right? But I ain't really paid no mind, right? I didn't really talk to the dude for a long time, but he used to be in a cell making dope like cars and like little mini race cars and bigger cars and like boats out of supplies that he would get like out of like cardboard and stuff like that, and he would like paint it. You know, real talented dude. And I saw him do this car. Like, I want to say he like recreated a Camaro or a Mustang, like an old school Mustang or something like that. And I saw him one day when I was walking past the cell. I was like, damn, bro. I'm like, man, you raw with this. I'm like, man, how much you hit for? I'm just, you know, kind of curious. I think he said like $150 or something like that. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, he taxing for this. But I started to buy one for my nephew though, but I wasn't gonna pay $150 though. But or whatever the price was. But yeah, so you know, so then I officially introduced myself. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm Inky, man. What's your name? Boom. I ain't gonna say his name. Like, okay, cool. So you know, time goes on. You know, now this my neighbor behind me. So you know, we'll kind of touch base if we watching the same TV shows or something like that. Like, man, you see Shorty on Chill Phone, bro? Yeah, man, she bad. That type of shit, man. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about, right? So time goes on, right? And I catch him on the yard one day. I'm like, what's up with it, bro? And then he's like, man, what's good, man? And I'm like, hey, bro, I'm like, how long you been down for? He's like, man, I've been gone for like 12 years. Like, I want to say he said 10 years or 12 years. I was like, damn, for real? Because he looked like he was maybe 25 years old. He looks really, really young. But yeah, man, he had got hit for like 15 years, right? And basically what he was doing was trafficking drugs from Mexico to the United States, right? And he was rocking with the Mexican Mafia, like the rocking with like La M. You feel me? When like the first yard he was on, he was rocking with him, and the plug that he was getting his weight from was affiliated. You feel me, in Mexico, right? So he was one of them dudes, right? So I'm like, damn. I'm like, okay, and solid. Like I never saw his paperwork or nothing. I didn't ask, but from what I hear, bro, he took a lot of time and he could have told and he didn't. You know, he was young when he caught this case. Like he was like 18 years old when he caught his case. So you know, didn't say nothing. Went down for it, and they hit him with like 15 years. And the cold part about it is he was here illegally. So when he gets out, which his time is coming up, because that's what made me think of him. Because I'm like, yeah, I remember because he had like 2 more years to go right before I left. So 2 years later, like I said, on to this day, when I get out the joint, I'm like, damn, I'm like, Brody about to get out soon. But ICE is gonna pick him up when he gets out, and they're gonna deport his ass to Mexico. You feel me? But the reason I bring him up, right, and salute to Brody, man, cool dude, real down to earth dude, solid cat, man, real talented with his hands and making the, like I said, making the cars and stuff. But we had a conversation one day, right, and you know, we just talking about what we did on the streets and stuff like that. Now again, I'm not no super street dude, but you know, I done dibbled and dabbled here and there with little things and, you know, doing little things like that. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to make a little money. You feel me? But we get in a conversation, and you know, I got a cousin in the Bay. You feel me? Who is in the weed game legally, my ad. You know, like in a dispensary in a legal setting. He grows a lot of weed and stuff like that. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, man, I got family in the weed game. You feel me? In the Bay, where I'm from and shit, back home. And he like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, man, you should give me your information, you know, because when I get out, I need to get back on. I need to get back on with something, man. I'm like, first of all, ICE is probably going to pick your ass up, so you ain't going to be able to hustle in the United States no more. But second of all, if you're not getting deported, man, hell no, I'm not putting you on my cousin. Hell no, you just did 15, and you going. So this is what I'm saying, fellas. The moral of the story is and hopefully if you're watching this video, it's just for entertainment purposes, or you just kind of curious on what it's like to do time. But you're gonna come across people like this in the joint that are going to go back to prison. It just is what it is. The recidivism rate is high for a reason, man. And when he told me that, in his mindset, from just doing 10 to 12 years off a drug charge, he wants to go back to the streets and get back on and get right back to it. You feel me? And waste more of his youth if he gets caught up and go back to the joint. So, yeah, man, if you caught a case, fellas, or you did some time before, or maybe you in pre-trial right now, you're on probation or something like that, man, walk light. You don't want to go back. Trust me. It is not, jail and prison is not the place to be. And it blows my mind to where, like, I kind of felt myself kind of getting fake comfortable on that 2-yard, man, like to the point where, like, it was just normal. Like, I guess you could say I kind of got a taste of what it is like to be institutionalized, even though 2 years ain't enough to get into institutionalized. But, like, I wasn't tripping about nothing. I'm just, store came, okay, cool. I'm eating this crappy store food, thinking I'm living it up. I'm working out. I got my TV on. I can watch my Telemundo, catch the baddies, the bad Latinas on the Telemundo, and then I got the BET on there, so I'm watching Sisters with you know what I mean, what's her thick ass, you know the show Sisters, maybe you don't, but if you black and you've been down before, you know Sisters, bro. You know the thick chick I'm talking about, and the other thick chick I'm talking about, I forget their real names, but back then I did, but you know, I'm just in the groove, man, but I don't ever want to go back to that. And I hope if bro get out and he don't get deported, and they spare him on that for whatever reason, if they do spare him on that, I hope he don't get back to that life, because, man, it's just going to be a matter of time. Once you get caught up in that life, it's just a matter of time. Either somebody going to tell on you, or you're going to get booked, or you're going to get shot or killed, or whatever the case is. Those are only the options, man. You might have a 5-year run, or whatever the case is, but you going down for it. Even another dude, when I first hit that 2-yard and I moved in, one of the black dudes had greeted me at the door, made sure I was straight, helped me make my bed. Solid dude. Did a ton of time for drugs too. He got out, and then One day on the news, he pop up and cut a case with two Chicanos for some fentanyl, heroin, and a gun. And he just did a ton of time, bro. And he got kids too, man. And man, shout out to E, man, because that was sad to see. Cause dude was real soft spoken. Dude was a solid dude, bro. I didn't even know he was on that. But he went right back. He didn't even make it. Literally, he didn't even make it like 2 months out before he caught his second case. Actually, that was his third case. He did time before this long stint too. So yeah, fellas. Moral story, man. If you get locked up, just be aware that a lot of people you're gonna associate with or talk with, they're going back to the joint. So be careful who you associate with. Like I said, don't put them on your partner and them who's sell with. No, don't do none of that. Don't put them on nobody. You know what I mean? I was shocked he asked you that. I was like, man, hell no, I'm not putting you on my cousin, bro. And your ass is crazy for trying to sell trees right when you just did this long 10-year stint, 12-year stint. And you about to get out, and your mind, instead of having your mind on how can I get some legal dough, become a truck driver or whatever the case is, you want some, man, how can I get some pounds and make this shit work? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess that's the difference, man. There's a difference between those who want to do better and those who just do the time and want to get out and be on the same type of time they was on that got them that long time in the joint. You feel what I'm saying? But, hey, man, this your boy Ink in the Brain. Y'all hit that like button if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And I'm gonna touch on some more prison stuff this week, I think. You know, just kind of reflecting on the bid I did. You know what I mean? I think that's what my next few videos is going to be, just more on the prison type time, man. But y'all be smooth. I'll catch up with y'all on the next one, man.